Hi, I'm Dr. Erickson from Brookdale Health. I came across some information today that I thought might be of interest to parents. I thought I'd share it. Just take a couple minutes. I didn't realize that you can protect your kids from talking on the phone or texting on the phone when they're driving using your car or their car. One of the things I found out is that there's a special thing on your iPhone that can restrict the kids from using the phone. I'll show you on the iPhone how you just push a few buttons under restrictions, put do not disturb or text, and the phone won't ring while they're driving the car. And you can put, an interesting thing is, you can put a restriction code on there that just you have. Your children won't even have that code. So the kids now are always going to be safe in the car while driving. And they say that texting and talking on the phone could be as dangerous as drinking and driving. So we want your kids to be safe. First thing, you go to settings on your iPhone. There's settings. And then near the top of settings, there's a general area. So you go to general. You're going to have to scroll down on general to restrictions. And see right here it says off. You turn restrictions on. And at the top here it says enable restrictions. And then you can set your own code that your child will not know to get yourself into restrictions. So now I'm open to restrictions and I'm looking for do not disturb while driving. So do not disturb while driving. It says allow changes. Don't allow changes. Now it's on and you're done, and when this phone is then brought into the car, they will no longer be able to receive calls. And you'll be the only one to change it because you put in your own code. I hope these tips help you. Have a good week.
Hey, my name is Brianna, and I was in a car accident early, like just the top of the year, and I have not been in this position in a long time. I think my 27-year-old was like 5. So, consider myself healthy. I'm in a space where I was injured pretty badly. Fortunately, nothing long lasting. And so I was calling around some of my previous prior chiropractors because, like I said, I hadn't been in this position in a while, so I really, just kind of know of people. And so my brother happened to be in town, and he said, come to Brookdale Health. And when I say they specialize in this, they have given me. They make me feel heard. They are really taking care of every aspect of this accident, whether it's dealing with the insurance company, lawyers, physical therapy, chiropractic. They're leaving no rock unturned. So I am very satisfied thus far, and I look forward to just feeling better soon, hopefully.
Oh my God, Dr. Fritz, did you see the game yesterday? What? Hey, I have a question. Hey, Dominique, I'm just gonna tell. Hey, Miss Anthea, I have somebody just. So you talking to your family? Hey Tom, I want to go over to the what?
How soon do you think one should be seen?
Well, first of all, it'd be nice if they prevent the accidents. You got to be alert in the summer too. You can't be on your phone doing texting. You can't be talking on your phone. it'll actually help a lot of people. We see a lot of people that are getting hit from behind because people aren't paying attention. And then they come in, the people that are hit, they're struck by these other individuals who aren't paying attention. They're the ones that get a lot of neck pain. The head goes back and forth, they call it whiplash. And the best thing to do is get in right away, because if you wait too long, those things can be permanent problems. So it's important to be checked right away. And we've been doing this for 42 years. This is what our specialty is. We have chiropractors and physical therapies in our clinic. Most of them have been here for over 15 years. Our doctor of chiropractic, one has been here for over 30 years, another one over 10 years. These are people that know what they're doing regarding an automobile accident and how to treat you. So like you oftentimes say, you get better faster.
Here at Brookdale Health, I'm one of the chiropractors here. So we deal a lot in helping those joints move better, getting the body to reduce pain, reduce swelling, reduce inflammation, and just overall getting the body to function and do your day-to-day activities with less discomfort and pain. Okay, let's just check the motion there. Any pain with that at all? Good. We see a lot of auto injuries, we see a lot of weekend warrior injuries, and a lot of the times with those treatments, it takes a lot of repetition. It's like going to the gym. We can't have one workout and have you looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So the big thing is keeping consistent with the treatment plan to get those results. Just saw a patient today, they're pregnant, they were in an auto accident. So how many weeks now are you? 20. Over any morning sickness and stuff? Okay. A lot of the times that takes a little longer to get them to heal because their tissues are just a little looser just with that process. But she's been doing a great job keeping up with both our physical therapy and chiropractic, which is safe while pregnant. So it's just that repetitive on your feet, not taking a break with it. And we are able to help her get back to her day-to-day, taking care of kids and getting back to work without pain.
And in my studio, I got none other than my man, Mr. Tom, and talking about a PTA, which is a physical therapist assistant. I'd like to say a good early afternoon to you, and how are you doing?
Thank you, I'm doing well. I appreciate it. Yes, very much.
No doubt, no doubt. For yourself as a PTA, what got you started into that space in that area?
Yeah, great question. So I grew up playing a lot of sports, so I had my fair share of injuries, dealt with some musculoskeletal injuries, but then also concussions. And I got sent to a physical therapist when I was feeling really dizzy. I didn't know what was going on. Went to the doctor, they said, go see PT. Thought that was kind of strange, but then they did something called Cannon 3 positioning with me, which helped take away all my dizziness. I felt great, and I thought, hey, if they help me, it'd be nice for me to be out there helping other people too.
Why is it important for people to come see Brookdale Health right after an automobile accident?
Yeah, the simple answer is the faster you come in and start getting cares, the faster you'll get better. But also, you know, if you delay care, you wait a while. We do see that with patients from time to time where they don't come in for a month. They think they'll just get better on their own, but then their symptoms are persisting, and they find out that you need some treatment to get through this. Otherwise, you might have some persisting symptoms for months or even years, kind of turn into a chronic pain problem. That's why we have the physical therapy here, because the exercise rehabilitation, strengthening is so important to get your body back on track and stronger, and to be able to recover fully from those injuries to prevent chronic pain issues.
Hi, I'm Dr. Talbot. I'm a physical therapist here at Brookdale Health. This morning I came in and my first patient was someone who was involved in a car accident. And Jessica, you can come with me. How are you today? Good. And she had neck pain, low back pain, shoulder pain on both sides, knee pain, headaches, and concussion symptoms of the headaches, the dizziness. Do you feel wobbly? Do you want me to get you some water? It's a blurry vision, light sensitivity. I did dim the lights a little bit to help her manage that light sensitivity as she exercised. Do you want me to dim the lights? Do you feel like you're kind of light sensitive? Difficulty with balance. Now see if, can you hold on with one finger? There you go. And dizziness, you know, sitting upright from laying down, maybe some ringing in the ears, difficulty thinking, focusing, concentrating. So we had a lot to treat, and what we do at first is get the patient moving. Let's see your shoulder motion first. Go ahead and reach up. Now reach behind you. Good, that's better. Come on down. Very easy, very gentle, with a goal of not improving strength, but decreasing their pain. Better? Okay, do what you can. By improving blood flow, oxygen, nutrition to that tissue to promote healing. Now, see if you can move your elbows back a little. There you go. You feel it in that sore area, right? And then after physical therapy, I sent her over to the chiropractor where they work their magic. And we get great results treating these concussions with all of the multidisciplinary approach that we're doing here.
So usually when I get in here in the morning, I put on my name tag, I sign on to my computer, and I take a look at my schedule, see my patients for the day so I can get prepared for them, get any equipment I need, get ready, you know, look up anything I need to look up. If there's a situation, something that happened their last visit, I could go talk to other providers and figure out what to do to best serve them, because that's why we're here, make them better. So it's not always treating people all the time. There's a lot of paperwork with this too. If we want to get people better faster, we definitely want to know what's at the root cause. And it's a collaborative effort at Brookdale Health to where all the providers work together really well. So this is going to be a first day packet. He just had his initial exam with the physical therapist last time he was here, so I'm going to be bringing him through his exercises for the first time. So basically we go over a home exercise program with him. Anything new since your initial visit in the room where they took some measurements and asked you how things were going, or about the same? So this talks about physical therapy and what we're all about, a little different than the chiropractic. We do more of the manual hands-on massage stuff and some exercises, okay? So two things, elbows bent, pulling back, and then elbow straight, pulling down. Squeeze, good. Does that feel okay? And then elbows bent and doing a bicep curl. Same thing, 15 to 20 of them, okay? And you're only going as far as you're comfortable going. If there's someone that comes in that we know there is an ongoing issue, everybody should know about it, so then if anybody sees that patient, we're all equipped to deal with that and, you know, provide what they need. So, so they have him on heart monitor, and they just did MRI. He has an IV. I know I've gotten compliments on that a lot. You go in and you say, hey, I heard you were, you know, something happened over the weekend. Oh, how did you hear that? I'm like, well, we all talk. I said, so they knew I was going to see you today, so they just filled me in on what was going on. So then you don't have to tell 8 other people. We all know already. So we don't keep secrets. So the patient I just had a car accident a few weeks ago, and what ends up typically happening is everything's flared up. Everything hurts right now. It's hard to differentiate, you know, shoulder, neck, back. So in the weeks to come, as we get them in and we get them moving, some things will calm down, and then things will be more prominent, like, oh, now I can really tell it's my shoulder, I can really tell it's my back. But right away, sometimes it's hard to pick one thing out just because everything hurts, everything's sore, and we're used to hearing that all the time. So we get them going on a generalized exercise program initially. We give them a home exercise packet that includes a lot of different stretches and neck motion things, and we give them a stretchy band to bring home for resistance. And then we can, from there, their next visit will be more exercising using pulleys, using some resistance stuff. And if we want to start utilizing manual therapy, massage. We can start doing that also. If they're having issues with neck, back tightness, we can start doing traction and some other things. So not just exercise all the time. Sometimes we do other modalities also, or a TENS unit where you put on a little electrical pads that pulses a little bit, and then they can get some relief from that. So first days typically, you know, going through the initial exam notes, seeing what they need, seeing what their main issues are, confirming that with the patient, make sure we didn't miss anything, because sometimes they think about it for a day or two and they come in and all of a sudden they have new complaints that they didn't mention to the physical therapist. So we're pretty good at catching that also. Or maybe the symptoms weren't bad the first day, so they didn't think about it, but now they are. So just making sure to retouch on everything. It's always good to confirm their problems, and then after that we can start with the home exercise program, and then make sure they don't have issues with that. And then once we're good on there, the next time they come in, I'll have my notes all done and what we did, so then for their third visit, when we really start on an exercise program, we can take care of them.
How does it feel when you find the lineup of success, when you're working with somebody and you see them when they come in and the stiffness, the aches and the pains are there, but then all of a sudden the flexibility start coming back and their movement becomes a lot stronger?
You know, it's one thing to have patients come in and look at them just with their injuries, but we all try to look at our patients as people and get to understand, you know, what they're doing in their daily life, what their restrictions are limiting them from doing. We really care about these folks who are coming in. So when we hear that they're able to, you know, hold their kid again, play with their kids, get out, you know, play catch, do all these things that are big milestone moments for them, it's very rewarding for us. It's great to see them moving better and get them back to where they were, but hearing those stories is really where the reward is.
So my name is Tad Al. I have heard about Brookdale experience. Honestly, I've been hearing a lot about it from the radio. You know what I'm saying? I used to always hear about it. I never wanted to see what it was about, you know, from this standpoint, but I'm glad I got the chance to see what it's about. The experience here is amazing. I give them A1 on the service and just the establishment and the staff. Everyone knows you by name. I think that's so dope. Everyone that walks in, not just myself, but everyone that walks in, I peep that, I pay attention. So to see that they call everyone by name says a lot. Big shout out to Evan, who really does this thing. They all do, but I want to give a big shout out to Evan for doing this thing. He here with his hands. They all do again, but it's something special about that young man right there. So I salute you and everybody here at Brookdale Health. Thank y'all.
When do you feel the patient should come in and see Brookdale Health?
Right away. The sooner you get treatment, the sooner your recovery. And we can manage their pain by doing some gentle hands-on, some massage. We do some gentle mobility, and the patient just progresses quicker when they're in sooner.
My name's Sarge, and I heard about Brookdale Health because I got in an accident. It's been like a month and a half now, almost 2 months, and I was in pain. I was looking because I didn't know no place off the top of my head. I just walked in and then just situated my appointment and it got me going. And then since then, it's been like, I've been coming here for like a month and a half now, almost 2 months, for physical therapy and also working out and just walking me through the process. And it's been like gradual change from first it was my back pain that went away, that's going away, and then my neck. And it's just like, the community here is nice. It's like everybody is super friendly. They talk to you, you know, just laugh and joke. So it's a good place.
My name is Blvd and I heard about Brookdale Health after my car accident that I got in the Uber. And you know, my experience here has been great. Everybody, you know, helps me out through my journey of recovering, and I just want to appreciate all of them, because without them, I really don't think I'll be able to play basketball again. It's something that I really love, and I just really appreciate Brookdale Health for standing there by my side and helping me through my journey.
It also comes with the chiropractic side, and explain that a little bit, because a lot of times there's a crackling, those sounds that takes place within the body itself, but then also there's different ways that you maneuverate the body to make that alignment. What is that about?
So, well, you know, the chiropractic portion, we can use different types of techniques. We can use techniques where there's no crackling sound, and use an activator or just light pressure pouring into your back. We can use where something's really rigid and hard. We can maybe use some more forceful things where you actually hear a crackling noise. Or if the patient prefers, we don't have to use that at all. But we help get the alignment of the spine so the muscles that attach here can work to get more flexible and strong, so the nerves coming out can send the energy out to your body better.
Hi, my name's Hunter Johnston. I heard about Brookdale Health through Nicolette Law. They recommended these guys to me. So far, everyone's been awesome here at Brookdale Health. I highly recommend it to anyone having any sort of problems at all. Physical therapy was awesome. It seems like everyone really knows what they're doing. They're constantly taking stock of where you're at, asking you how everything feels, making sure you're comfortable, really helping you through the whole process.
Okay, what about, have you done chiropractic?
Yep.
What about that?
Chiropractic, I'd say, is the same. They're all very in tune with what you need, making sure you're comfortable every step of the way. I would recommend Brookdale Health because they've really helped me through everything I've been going through. And again, it seems like they really know what they're talking about here. Haven't had any issues with anyone here at all. Everyone's been super great to me.
Sitting here with Evan from the physical therapy department. Evan, tell us, what is your position and your role here at Brookdale Health?
I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I've been here for going on 18 years now.
Okay, 18 years. Now, I know Brookdale Health, which is located on the corner of Bass Lake Road and Brooklyn Boulevard, we get a lot of clients that come in, walk in. What are some of the, let's just say the top three.
Sure.
The top three things you see when new clients come into Brookdale Health.
A lot of confusion. They don't know where to go, what to do, what's the first steps. That's basically it. I mean, they're just kind of lost. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, second is this pain normal? Is what they're feeling? Is that how they should be feeling? What should they do next? Should they get an attorney? Do they need to go see a different kind of doctor? Do they need to go to a hospital? So those are kind of some of the top three concerns.
Who do I got in my exclusive office over here?
You got Dr. Frisch. I'm one of the chiropractors here at Brookdale Health.
And you know, I always got to start out with Bake Show.
Yep.
And he always talk about this thingamajiggy. What exactly is that thing?
The thingamajiggy he's referring to is, we call it an activator. It's an adjusting instrument we as chiropractors use to restore mobility and position back to those joints so the body can function optimally.
Okay. So now, as a chiropractor, what got you started into wanting to be a part of a chiropractor? But then also, even the other part is being over here at Brookdale Health.
Well, being a chiropractor, I mean, growing up, I grew up in West Central Minnesota, sports, a lot of physical labor growing up on a farm, so my fair share of muscle injuries, joint injuries, a car accident, you know, and where we went was a local chiropractor for those problems. We didn't go to the local MD unless we needed some medication or things, but my goal was always to get my motion back and get back doing what I wanted to do, and the chiropractor was the best fit. So that's what drove me to that profession. And then here at Brookdale Health, I started as an intern, and then they hired me on because they liked me so much, I guess.
Okay.
And I've been here 12 years since.
Hi, my name is John Bowen. So I heard about Brookdale Health through one of my members. I'm a pastor of a church, and I got injured in an accident, and I was having an issue with my neck and back, and I would recommend to come to this place. And since I've been here, I feel so much better. Still got some issue, but I feel better. And I was nervous when I first got here, but they make you feel comfortable and welcome, and all of them know your name. So it's a good feeling. So I recommend it to anybody.
I've always been really interested in, the medical field, helping people. I'm very invested in how people are doing and try to always update their plan of care and their treatment to make sure it's as specific to them as possible. I love working here and being surrounded by so many people that are just committed to patient care, not giving just that average patient care, but patient care that's, we go above and beyond, making sure that people are getting the best possible care and best possible experience. We try to make it fun when we do it too, get the patients laughing and just really get to know them too and get to know their stories. When I'm not at work in the clinic, I love hanging out with my fiance and our 2 dogs. We love going on outdoor adventures, going to restaurants, and hanging out with friends and family. Those are definitely some of the things that are most important to me. During the summertime, sometimes out there playing a little bit of golf or a little bit of tennis, just, trying to stay active. And it's been so much fun, like more than I could ask for. I love all my coworkers here. We all get along super well and, always work together to try to give patients the best care that we can.
We have a wonderful team here, and it's fun. My friends are here. We have fun at work. Plus the reward of helping people here that just kind of makes me feel alive and want to come to work. I wanted to be a physical therapist because I want to help people. I think everyone says that. And growing up, I was always my sister's mother. I loved mothering her and helping her. And I wanted to do something where I help people, but I also love to be active. And physical therapy gives me the ability to do that. And I love the variety. I love helping all people from all walks of life. And it is so fun and rewarding and interesting to meet these people, get to know them. And I like working with the different ones that present differently and they don't present typical because it's a challenge to figure it out. And gosh, this isn't working. Let's try this. No, we're gonna get you better. We are going to help you. I'm going to find a way to help you. This doesn't work, that doesn't work. There's other tools we can pull out and figure out outside the box ways to get you better. I love to do things with my kids, go to the trampoline park, go biking, walking. I love to work out, run when I can, do boot camp, swimming, and being outside. I ran the Twin Cities Marathon in 2009 and 2010. It was more of a bucket list thing to do. There is no better place to go if you've been involved in a car accident. I truly believe that, and I think that's why I work here.
I got into chiropractic because I I injured my back when I was like 19 years old. I got fabulous results. He was a really nice individual. He just planted a seed that made me think about going to chiropractic. I went to Northwestern Health Science University. After going there, I became more involved on their board of trustees. I was the chairman of the board for 10 years. I was the interim president of the university. The university trains chiropractors, acupuncturists, medical x-ray techs, and a number of other different professions. Also involved in the Minnesota Chiropractic Association, chair of their legislative committees, peer review committees, protocols for treatment committees. I was the executive director of the Board of Chiropractic Examiners, which is the licensing boards that gives the chiropractors their licenses. Help the profession make sure that you get quality care. Chiropractic of the Year for Minnesota Chiropractic Association too. It's an honor to have it. It's because we're doing all these other things to really kind of help the chiropractic community so that they can provide great work for patients. We developed something that really is unique so that patients do get better. The team we organized is excellent. I know that they're experts. I golf. I've golfed all around the country. I love golfing and just getting out with a group of people, being outside. I've done skiing around the country and even into Canada. Motorcycle biking, been up to Sturgis a number of times. I enjoyed that. You know, I look at the clinic about what would I want as a patient, and I try to put those things together.
So I've been at Brookdale Health since 2014. I started as an intern. What keeps me coming back is just the patients and the family environment that Brookdale Health provides, and just getting the patients better without the need of having to go through pharmaceuticals, injections, surgery, things like that is always just a pleasure, because you get them back enjoying life without, you know, all the stresses that come with different injuries and chronic pain. So my undergrad degree was actually exercise physiologist, and I got that at Gustavus Adolphus, and I transitioned into chiropractic care from there. I got a family. I married my wife up from Gustavus as well. We got 3 little girls. When I'm not here, I'm out enjoying time with them. Girls are involved with activities, swimming, soccer, you know, getting into basketball, spending time on the weekends, hanging out with family. I'm also an avid hunter. I like going deer hunting, pheasant hunting, duck hunting. Fishing is another hobby of mine that I enjoy doing as well. Brookdale Health is the best place to start that process on that road to recovery. We have physicians and providers that know how to evaluate those types of conditions. You come in, you get to know the staff. The staff gets to know you. You just feel like part of the family, and patients just seem to get better once they buy in and trust that process. I mean, seeing a patient at the end of the treatment process and back doing what they want to do, it's rewarding. Ultimately, that's the main goal of my career, is just to continue to help patients.
I've been here since 2008, so over 15 years now. I was injured in high school, broke my ankle playing football, and at that time sports was kind of the most important thing to me, and I really appreciated the help and assistance I got from my physical therapist to get me back doing the things I liked, and I wanted to be able to do the same thing for somebody else down the road. I trained at the Mayo Clinic, and Mayo Clinic was the first multi-specialty clinic. Every day, my goal coming in is to try to make somebody's day. You know, being hurt, I understand, it's no fun. You know, it takes everything out of you. It changes your life, your work, your family life. your hobbies, and it puts a lot of stress on people, and nobody wants to have to go through care and treatment. So every day if we can try to make things a little better for them, then that's why we do it. We like working with each other. We got a lot of fun people here, and we feed off each other. Our energy feeds off each other. We trust each other. We have a good team, and in addition to treating the patients and helping them out, the people you work with is, so important to making things fun. I try to get people to focus not on their pain as much though, because we're so focused on pain because it's what we feel, and try to focus more on function. It's no fun being hurt. When you come in here, we try to make it as fun as possible. I think that's the best thing we can do. You can get treatment anywhere. We try to bring the fun level up. We'll tell you some jokes. We'll mess around. We want to get to know you. I'm married. I got 3 kids, and I spend a lot of time with my family. Weekends in the summer, we like to spend time at the lake. We get out in the water, we fish, we boat. In the wintertime, we're trying to take advantage of the winter. We ski, we snowshoe. I volunteer for my kids' youth sports. If somebody needs a sideline evaluation for sports injury, I do that. And I love giving back that way too, and being able to guide some treatment.
If you've been in a motor vehicle crash, Brookdale Health is the first place you should call, because it's important to get in so we can start getting you better as quickly as possible so you don't have long-term problems with your injury. We have doctors of chiropractic, we have multiple doctors of physical therapy here that help rehabilitate the muscles. By working these 2 things together, get much better results.
You work one-on-one with them, tailoring their exercises to what they need to increase blood flow, oxygen, nutrition to that tissue to try promote healing. And then once they start to feel better, then we increase the resistance, rebuild strength and stability, get them back to what they were doing before their accident.
We have specialized equipment so our patients get better much faster.
MedX, it's a more intensive strengthening for the neck muscles and those low back muscles. Tell me when it starts to get sore. Measures your motion, it tests your strength, it graphs it on the computer for you.
The exercise equipment is almost like a gym, and after they get to a certain point, they can go through like a circuit there.
They come in and they can hardly move, and in 3-4 months, they have their lives back. They're smiling, they're happy again. It's so rewarding.
Hi, my name is Delphine Turner. I'm from North Minneapolis, and I was in a car accident, and I heard about Brookdale Health from Carol Moget. But actually, my homegirl was with me, and so she told me that I had to come in here. But when I got home, I had a card in my mailbox as well, so I was on my way here any old way. But what my experience is getting me back healthy, and I thought I was okay, but I wasn't okay. But now I'm getting better, and I feel the betterness coming onto my body. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Shedgy.
Something special here that you don't find everywhere else. I mean, it's a privately owned clinic where everybody's truly family, and you come in and we're not worrying about how many different buildings do we have to go to that day to meet our quota. It's a lot more laid back, very personable, we'll do what you need done. I used to work at a nursing home. My mom was an RN. I was a maintenance guy. But I got to be good friends with the physical therapist there. And in having a friendship with him, I didn't know quite what I wanted to do as a profession. He's like, well, you don't have to be a physical therapist. You can be a physical therapist assistant. So wow, you get to help people. You get to do what I like to do. You're not buried in all the paperwork, but you just get to have fun in all the interactions with the patients. And I thought, yeah, this is really aligning with what I like to do, because I do. I like to lift weights. I like to be really active. I've done warrior dashes and Tough Mudder, things like that. I was in a powerlifting class and did all that through high school. So did a lot of team-based volleyball, did a lot of team-based kickball. This is after high school too. I always stayed active doing sports and team sports, and I've definitely seen and had my fair share of injuries also. I really liked what I could do to get people back to that too. I was always active, so I'd like to get people to be more active. Everybody's here because we have the same objective. We really do care about getting people better. We try to show them that we're here for them. They see the kindness, the compassion. We really are here for that reason, to help to truly get people better. And when you see that happening on this kind of scale, working with as many people as we do, and it's working time after time after time, it's a proven theory that there's really nobody that comes through the doors that don't get improvement, that don't get better. That's what we're looking for, is that wow. This is amazing. And that's kind of our slogan. We like to get the wow out of patients.
I'm Jameer. I've been coming to Brookdale Health for about almost 6 months now. It's a wonderful place, wonderful staff. I came here in a automobile accident. These guys really are helping me get back to 100% strength. Love this place. I would recommend it to anyone that's in a car accident or has any type of chiropractic issues that need to be addressed. Yes, come on down to Brookdale Health. Jameer Preston.
Hello, my name is Julia, and I want to tell you about my experience here at Brookdale Health. I've been coming here as a client since 2017, and they have really did great wonders for me. Every day I get better. I come here for great therapy, and I get it from the staff. Dr. Lutz is awesome, and his team is fantastic. So if you need some help as far as anything adjustments in your life, as far as backs, legs, and whatever, come to Brookdale Health. They'll help you out. And my slogan is, if you need an adjustment in your life, come to Brookdale Health, because they got your back. Peace.
Hi, my name is Myra Robin, and I've been coming to Brookdale Health since mid-July. I was in a car accident, and I got the help of coming here through a lawyer that is helping me through this ordeal. And it is so pleasing to come here every week. They don't make you feel let down, or they tell you you do good. You don't even get through the whole alphabet that you're working on a project here, and you can do it. Everything is so complimentary. They make you just feel, like I said, welcome. They're just great people, the guys and the gals. I just love it. I want to keep coming here. It's like, oh no, I don't want to end. I want to just keep going. They've really made me feel that I can do things a lot easier now. I can walk, I can move a little bit faster and everything, and get out of a chair a lot easier than what I could when I first started, because it hurt at first. So it's an awesome place here at Brookdale Health. I love it. I love all the people. I don't have a favorite because I don't know who I would pick, because they're all so great. So great.
Hi, my name is Stanford Barney, and I've been coming to Brookdale Health for about 2 months now. And when I first came, I wasn't feeling very good, but each week that I came, they seemed to get me better. And now I'm feeling a lot better than I was when I first came here, and I really appreciate the things that they're doing. Yeah, I came here because it was like I was in an automobile accident, and I wasn't really thinking, but I didn't feel good afterwards. And my son told me, maybe you better go check yourself out. So I did, and I really am glad that I came here, because they've done a good job on me. I mean, if anybody wants to ask me what about it, I can really tell them I appreciate it. And I think if you need to go someplace, this is one of the best places that I've ever been to that will get you back to maybe not 100%, but 99 anyway. So I'm recommending this place to anybody that wants to come and get better.
In the 40 years of experience working as a chiropractic physical therapy health clinic here, if you don't follow through with the treatment, you're not going to do as well. It's obvious over these years, people that don't follow the treatment are going to have problems long term.
This is your chance. The sooner we can get your motion back, the better, because that window closes on motion.
The biggest thing in their long term is to take care of this now, because if they let it linger and let it last, it gets worse. And it becomes chronic, and now it becomes a problem that's going to last not 3 or 4 months, it's going to last 3, 4 years, 30, 40 years.
You know, you have to come in and put in the work to get better.
I don't like to scare patients, but we know the statistics on how many people are going to develop chronic pain from this car crash.
80 to 90% of the patients that are having problems after 3 months are going to have those certain problems the rest of their life.
You got about 100 days until the tissue heals in a way that it's just not quite as pliable and remodelable.
You know, our bodies kind of have a if you don't use it, you lose it policy.
If you're not moving right, we got to get you moving right. We got to get you using those joints the way you need to, because the dead body doesn't move. So you got to get moving.
We got to get your motion back. We want to get your tissue healed. We want to get your pain down. That's our main focus that first month, because yeah, the window closes.
Start your treatment right away. Focus on getting better so you don't end up having long-term problems that are no longer fixable.
I grew up as kind of a family man, small town. Always had the drive to help people and be understanding, and always was in athletics growing up. You know, I loved baseball, basketball, football, Boy Scouts, you know, outdoorsy kind of guy. Love hunting and fishing and golfing and, you know, all that sort of thing. If it's outside, it's for me. My wife and I, we got married a few years ago. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, love my family. We all live pretty close together, so we're always hanging out and finding excuses to do something together. We strive to have progress every week as you're coming in here, making you feel comfortable and safe in an environment that might be intimidating, right? You come in and you're hurting, you don't know what to do, you don't want to move necessarily because things hurt, and just to know that we'll be working with you at your level to make sure that we're not, you know, aggravating anymore. We want to only do positive for you and help you attain your goals and get you where you want to be. And I think the staff is wonderful too. You don't get that everywhere. Everyone gets along pretty well, and it's a good, fun environment. So, yep, keeps me coming back.
Hi, I'm Brad, and I've been coming to Brookdale Health Clinic for about 4 months since my car accident. And coming to Brookdale Health was the best thing I ever had done. I found out through a flyer that came to our house, and I checked it all out. And I came in the first day, I met Robin, and then I met Christine and LaToya at the front desk. And ever since then, we've hit it off so good. I mean, they did everything I needed. They followed up and made sure it was okay. And then I went to physical therapy, and those guys are awesome back there. From Cora to Sam to Kara to Mike, Evan and Steve and Max. Those guys have helped me out of my problems. And then the massage people. Oh, Lashana is my favorite, and Toby is pretty good, and Miracle is awesome too. I would say if you ever have a car accident, please check these guys out because these are the best. My neck is 100% better. They work with me, and all I can say is these guys are just fantastic.
Good morning, this is Dr. Frisch from Brookdale Health. I'm going to show you how to properly install a car seat. A lot of times it can be confusing, especially for new parents, on how to do it. A lot of the times the car seats have a lot of the instructions written on the side that you have to follow, but you have to make sure that you're not putting the car seat in incorrectly, which would endanger your child. So basically what you look at, for a newborn, you're going to have it rear facing. You're never going to have a car seat forward facing on a newborn. So you want to find the rear facing explanation in here, and a lot of times that's right in here at the bottom. A lot of newer vehicles have a latch system. Some older vehicles you have to use the car seat belt. That's a little bit more in depth. I'm going to show you the latch system right now. So the latch system for this car seat, the strap goes right under here through underneath the seat, and the strap is basically this one right in here. So you're going to feed the strap underneath the seat and around, and then you're going to use the hooks in the seat that I'm going to show you in a little bit to strap it down, and then you use the latch to secure it. Now, both ways you're going to install the same way. It's just depending on what direction the car seat is facing. So to install the rear facing, I'm going to work on, sliding this through here. I'm going to loosen it up here. And they make these things pretty sturdy, so even to loosen them is tough, which means it's a good quality seat. It's not going to slide forward on you. So we're going to open this up. Good. So now I have the latches secured in the front to do rear facing. So you're going to secure the latches to the seat like so, and then you're going to tighten it down. A lot of the times you have to follow the directions on the side for rear facing, ground, most upright, most reclined. A lot of car seats cars these days have the seats that are angled to sit back. So the car seat will actually angle like this. As you can see, it's too upright. So a lot of the times with certain car seats, you have to get some support underneath the base. A lot of times a foam noodle, one of those dense foam noodles, will help support it. Sometimes you have to get a different brand car seat for your car. Find out what works best. So I'm going to show you how to install it here. So with the forward facing, you have to remove this latch belt from the underneath carriage here. Hold up. There we go. And now we have this free. Now you're going to use the back version to do any forward facing strap. All right. So now you have the forward facing. Again, you want to follow the directions on the side and use a car seat that is appropriate to the weight of your child. All right. We're going to strap in. And we're going to strap in here again, avoiding the latch buckle here to not interfere with the strap. Tighten it down. And then we're going to tighten it down. And we're going to press down into the car seat to give it some cushion and to take out any slack. And that's how you install your car seat.
My name is Casey Hayden. I'm originally from the East Coast. I'm also a Boston's fan because they're a more winning team. They're a better team. I heard about Brookdale Health after my car accident. It was a pretty bad car accident. A lot of shoulder pain, a lot of neck pain, lower back, hips, knees, wrists. It was just hard to move. Rough week right after, and then but I came about 3 days later because a friend told me about Brookdale Health, because he had used their services, and I saw how he was moving and how he was recuperating from that accident that he had, and he looked ready to go. So I was like, let's give this a shot. And from the moment I walked in to the moment I was done with treatment, and even after, I felt cared for, I felt watched over, and I felt like they understood my situation, and they made sure that everything was seamless and worked effortlessly on my part to make things work well. I would recommend Brookdale Health because, like I said, the moment you walk into Brookdale Health, they know what they're doing, and they walk you through the entire process and explain it to you like a normal person should, so you can understand everything that ends up happening, but also not be afraid of it. A lot of times when you have to go through some sort of rehabilitation, you fear the unknown and you fear what you're not sure of what's coming before you. And so what Brookdale Health did for me was basically take out that fear and just say, this is what we're going to do, and these are the milestones that we want you to hit. And basically we kept hitting these milestones, and I was just like, yeah, there is no fear. I can't just keep doing this and working with them and getting the answers that we need. And I recommend Brookdale Health to everyone who has ever been in a car accident, but even more so just if you're feeling something going on with your body, just check in. Just have someone look at that, because they'll create a plan with you and they'll walk you through the steps. And if it's just the financial problem that you're worried about, come in and have the conversation with them. That's the last thing you should be worried about. Put fear aside when you walk through the door.
So this is a cervical stability exercise that works your neck muscles without having to actually move your head. So it's very safe to do if you have neck pain. This is our lumbar Med-X machine that works to stabilize the muscles and joints in your low back. This is one of the many cardiovascular machines we have in the clinic, and we can monitor you and your heart rate to make sure that you're performing safely. This is our cervical Med-X machine, which isolates your neck muscles to make sure that we're targeting the correct musculature. This is another cervical stability exercise that helps strengthen the neck muscles without actually having to move your head, which is very safe for neck injuries. This is one of the many exercises we have in our full gym that help isolate the muscles that we're trying to incorporate into your program. Of course, what gym isn't complete with a treadmill? And this is just another way we utilize our equipment to get that heart rate up. So this is a vision therapy exercise. So vision therapy exercise basically is helping to train your eye muscles to work with your brain to help with post-concussive symptoms, to have less dizziness and help with headaches. So this exercise incorporates a lot of different things: balance, coordination, a little bit of endurance, which is also going to help with post-concussive symptoms, dizziness, nausea, headaches. We have a lot of different vision therapy exercises that help with post-concussive symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, vertigo, fogginess, lack of concentration. What we're doing here is we're looking at these beads one at a time, helping to really work on the muscles of the eyes that have you focus on certain things, and those get injured just like any other muscle, and you can actually rehabilitate them with exercise. This is a good hand-eye coordination stability exercise to help with post-concussive symptoms. This is one of the many modalities we have, and not just a different way of doing a passive treatment. This is neck traction, so what's happening is it's pulling with a little bit of pressure, separating the discs in the upper back and causing some relief. And this is a canalith repositioning technique where she gets brought back and we're trying to relieve dizziness symptoms. And each position is held for up to 60 seconds or until symptoms reside. And it can cure your dizziness in one treatment. This is a vestibular exercise to help with the vision, eye, brain connection, using a laser to go through a maze to help with that connection that is lost with concussions.
Hi, we're down here at North High School, and this is the first time we came down to look at our new signboard that they have at North here with scoreboard they can use for basketball and other athletic events, which is kind of exciting that we were able to be part of it, where we're actually on the signboard and we helped sponsor it. because you want to be part of the community. We're just here, very short distance away from North. So real excited about seeing the participation next year because the signboard will be used next year.
So we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Brookdale Health for their sponsorship and actually for leading the way on this new scoreboard project. You know, one of the things that I believe in is that, you know, first-class kids deserve first-class facilities. And so this is a start. It's unlike anything that anybody else have in the city. And of course, it could not have been done without the leadership of Brookdale Health and their support. And so they've been our major sponsor. And so on behalf of the students, staff, coaches, community, all of those that are supporters of North High, we want to thank Brookdale Health for their support of the beginning of what's going to be great things.
Howdy, my name's Simon. I've actually known about Brookdale Health for years. Actually, my parents have used it and I've used it all throughout growing up, a couple of times prior to this actually. Every time that they've been able to do that, it's been fantastic. Honestly, it's to a point where I've known all the practitioners by first name basis. I mean, where can you find something like that? It's really cool, and honestly, I like to say they turned my ow into a wow. I'd recommend Brookdale Health for even if you have something as minor as just say you got some backaches to something super serious, because they're gonna treat you A+ every single time, because you matter. I mean, what else can I say other than just come here and see it for yourself?